Do you have a rare quarter from the year 1996? Well, I'm going to show you everything that you can look for on these coins that can add value to them. First up is a coin that sold for just over $60 at auction. You can see around the rim of the coin how it kind of appears to look stretched out. Well, that is a broad strike, so that is a genuine mint error. Of course, the condition will always affect the value as well, but $61 for that coin. This next coin, obvious clipped planchet error. You can have small clips, you can have very large clips like this. This coin sold for around $80 at auction. Now next up, this coin does not have any mistakes or mint errors, but the coin still sold for over $400 at auction. Now keep in mind, 1996 quarters, very common coins. It's not rare to find one of these from the bank, but if you have one at a mint state 68 grade, that's what makes the coin valuable. If there's only one or two or a handful or less that exist at this particular grade, top collectors will want it because they want the top grade in their collection. So over $400 for that coin. But they're very risky to grade, guys. Just one grade lower, a mint state 67, sold for $18. So you go from a $400 coin to basically a coin that's worthless, and it's only one grade apart. So it's very risky to grade common modern coins like this just to get the high grade. All right, but if you have a mint error like this, you probably want to get it graded and authenticated. This is a double strike here. This coin ended up selling for over $60 as well. Nice double strike there. Here's a much more extreme double strike taking place on the Washington quarter from 1996. This coin ended up selling for $264. Free silver coin giveaways every Tuesday and Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time only on the Whatnot app. No catch, guys. Free silver giveaways. Plus, you get the $15 credit to spend on the Whatnot app. You can purchase any product from any seller and use your $15 credit today. Download the Whatnot app at the link in the comments below or scan the QR code on the screen. We move on to this coin that sold for around $80 at auction. This is something you can definitely look for in coin rolls from the bank. 1996 Washington quarter. As we flip the coin over here on the reverse, you can see that it looks copper. That is the inner copper core of the coin because it is missing the outer clad layer here on the reverse. Now this coin again sold for around $80 at auction. Next up is a broad strike multi-struck Washington quarter that sold for $348. I think this kind of speaks for itself. This is not a type of error that you have to inspect with a coin microscope or anything. Very obvious error, just like this next coin. This coin has been struck off center, 85% off center. 1996 quarter sold for $159. Now we also have off centers like this where they're only 10% off center. This coin sold for $180 at auction. Now next up we have a pretty rare error. Now you can see the date being cut off there and the lettering and the design of the coin being cut off. That is because we have a Washington quarter design that was accidentally struck onto a 5-cent planchet. So a nickel design was supposed to be struck onto this planchet. However, we have a quarter design onto it. That is the mistake. That's the mint error. That's why the coin sold for $222. Now this is another coin here, again struck onto a nickel planchet, also graded at a 63. So very similar mint error. This coin here sold for $600. So it also depends on when you sell the coin as well. That can affect the value also. Now we looked at the high graded version of the 1996 D mint mark, Denver minted Washington quarter. This is the P mint mark, which is the Philadelphia minted Washington quarter at a very high grade of a mint state 68. A 70 is the best grade you can possibly get on the coin grading scale. If this is the highest graded example, that's what increases the value. That's why the quarter sold for $139. But again, if you compare it to this coin here that only sold for $18, just one grade lower, you can realize how risky it is to grade common coins. One grade apart makes a huge difference in values in a lot of cases. All right, now here is the proof coin. So this will have an S mint mark that represents the San Francisco mint. It is graded at a perfect 70, proof 70 deep cameo grade. The coin only sold for around $53 at auction, so it's not really worth, popping these quarters out of your 1996 proof coin sets and having those graded, because the highest grade possible for this coin is just around $50. Not really worth it. Now, we also have this example here. This will kind of show you why it's not worth it. If you pop your coin out, you have it graded, and you don't get the 70 and you get a proof 69, one grade lower, this coin only sold for $15. So not really worth grading those. Now, in 1996, for the proof coins, we also have a proof silver quarter, which is 90% silver. So there will be clad, non-silver, and then there will be silver versions of these coins. This coin sold for around $70 at auction, again graded at a perfect 70 grade. But if you compare it to the silver proof that's at a 69 grade, coin only sold for around $15 at auction. So big difference in values there. Always check your 1996 Washington quarters, and if you guys want to learn which other coins are rare and valuable, feel free to check out the rest of the videos here on the channel, and don't forget to hit those links in the comments below, guys, to get your free $15 Whatnot credit today. Take advantage of it. We're giving away silver, we're giving away gold, we're giving away copper every single week, only on the Whatnot app. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.